it shows a cutscene, the second warning, and it doesn't even have this grainy thing right here, so it's bad. No, that's not the case, but like, the Reignite trilogy had some issues that they weren't able to work out, apparently. Part of his eyes were like way up on his head there for a moment.
Ooh, look out, Hunter. It's the scary sorceress.
I've warned you already. This place isn't safe for small dragons and pussycats.
Whoa.
Thanks, but I think we can look after ourselves.
Try looking after this!
Come back when you finish witch school, okay?
Say, is it just me? Or is she kind of cute when she's angry?
Oh no.
Oh
It's
no.
all up on the bad girl.
Hunter likes it bad, what? So now we're gonna go back here and finish Sunnyville. Oh, by the way, we're not going to be doing the rock place before the seashell place because, again, we got to even out the gems.
See, I don't understand what you mean by that.
So that way you don't have to, because like the number will be rounded off to 0 all the time. So that way we'll know when it rounds off to 0, we'll know that we have all the gems, or we'll know that we're closer to having all the gems, or if it's not rounded off to 0, I should say.
Mom will round off to 0.
I like how in every Spyro game, wherever you start, or you know, just about wherever you start, there's like each enemy is like, or the first enemy you see is like, oh my gosh, don't kill me, you know, that kind of thing. Just to give the concept of, I don't know.
Just to have a little
The
bit of
concept of. So, Jet Set Radio isn't fun like people say it is.
I've heard of that, but I've never played it.
It is quite overrated. People are like, oh my gosh, and of course they're gonna compliment the crappy cel shaded graphics.
So I'm never home on Halloween, and to be 100% honest, I don't think I will be again this year.
Uh-huh.
But if I ever was, I definitely want to go with the costume, or with the idea where you just put something on your door that says, if you're wearing a Fortnite costume, you don't get candy.
That's discrimination.
Yep, absolutely. If you're wearing a Fortnite costume, you don't deserve candy. You need to go rethink yourself, because Fortnite, freaking gay.
Yeah, look at this right here. Well, like, that's discrimination. Just everything you say. That's discrimination.
Yep. That's discrimination. It's those who said no.
Miles. I'm so used to just playing these, laying down now, like the Twitch streams. Oh, I could see why there's a lot of people that go to doing Let's Plays instead of like mostly doing videos where you put a lot of like editing stuff into them, because it's a load off your back to do it. If you have a job or something, you can it's a little easier to deal with. You can just you know, pop right on after work. It's like, oh hey, you know, just live stream, and you know, let's see, let me get all these here right here. Was that it?
Where's the skill point? Fracking lied to me.
Wait. There we go.
When you kids go to the shieldless section.
Well, I gotta find all the bushes just to show that they're just, because no one will believe us that there's skill points in this game. Let's see. Well, we know it, and that's all that matters.
That's all that matters. All that matters.
Wait, is it over here? No, it's not. So we'll just go in the studio section. Let's see here.
Hey, Spyro.
Hi. Are you a boy or girl?
Spyro.
Then again, if you know Marco.
Polo.
Then
I'm little Bo
again,
Peep,
if-
and I've lost my calyx.
Oh yeah, Sonic talks for him in that game. Roger Craig Smith talks for that character in that game. You can just tell that it's him. It's just he's like, I've lost my calyx. He kind of has like a nasally voice to him. I've lost my calyx.
Dazily.
And what's really weird is that like it's hard to tell, but Roger Craig Smith talks for Brio and Embryo and Crash 4, the newest Crash 4.
Oh my.
I wonder if a theoretical Spyro 4 is gonna have the same thing that Spyro or Crash 4 had, which is where it has where it takes place like right after like something happened, and you know, like in Crash 4 it takes place after you if you get the true ending to Crash 3. Well, you know, the newest, the good Crash 4. You know, really though, Wrath of Cortex wasn't bad. It was just kind of.
I mean, I don't really remember. I played it once as a teenager, and that's it.
Oh yeah. Well, like the thing is that like you can tell it was kind of unfinished. No. No. Let's see. I think it's this game where the when you kill like the cat enemies and the and that was the one with the what am I trying to say here? I have no room on my bed right now, really.
Yeah, I'm really sleepy right now.
But when you kill a cat enemy in this game, it just goes like it's like ah! I can't imitate it, but
What the heck?
I gotta say though, like it seems like every third game in like Insomniac's franchises, they always tend to have like the weirdest music of the trilogy out of the the first three. Because it's always, like in this game, you have some pretty interesting music tracks, whereas the first two had some similar sounds to them. What about the twist here, whenever he's wanting to see this lady?
What?
Rapunzel.
Marco sent you here. I've got a restraining order against him.
What did she say?
What? Marco's sent you here. I got a restraining order against him. Like you expect her to say like, oh Marco, my love, blah blah blah. But the twist is, I got a restraining order against him. But,
If you see Marco, please tell him I've moved out.
wow, she left him.
Oof.
In this version, you can't attack her, but you can in the Reignited trilogy. But remember, it's okay because it's a female character you're using to attack her, so
It's all fine.
it's all fine. So anyway, here's some gems. Okay, there's two more somewhere. Sparks, I would ask you to show me, but you decided to not do it until the game decides, hey, because we took away this power up from the second game, whee! Darn messages just kind of deciding to pop up here.
What?
I'm just doing that every time I jump. Yeah, see, this is why Sparks really needs that thing, because this is the problem with collectathons. This is one common problem with collectathons. The little collectibles, where you have to scrounge every little area, and when so many places look like very similar to each other, you know, pretty much the same, that's when it gets a little ridiculous, and like, you know, when you have to look through every nook and cranny to, like, some places it can be, most places it can be rewarding, but then when you're trying to find everything, that's when it can get kind of annoying. So that's a problem with collectathons in general. I feel like oh, there's another gem. I feel like the maximum amount, like the biggest a level should be in a common collectathon, depending on how fast the character moves and what all movesets they have and how much they can traverse, the most amount should be, like, I feel like the Spyro games and like the original Banjo-Kazooie had the best size for each level, given their movesets and stuff. Andrew died.
Uh-huh. I'm just really sleepy over here. It's later than I originally intended to.
No.
Good sleep, so I got to play my bass guitar for a while.
That's bassist.
And I went to sleep.
That's pretty bassist.
It is. That's how I be.
Bassism.
Yeah, it works. Makes the world go round.
Well, you gotta have it around because it's more profitable to complain about it.
Yeah, I want to go complain about other races for no reason.
No reason other than you get money off of it.
Yeah, basically.
Let's see. So basically it's, hold on, was this the only one I was missing? No. So basically, what was I gonna say? You're about to give me $20? Oh yeah, here you go. It was a Proud, good lord, the Proud Family. It was such a funny show. Or, well, the dad at least. The dad was hilarious in the show. I told you couldn't start dating a boy until you're married. Or something like that. Let's see. See, there's a giant chicken right there alive.
There he is.
What if he just like touch it and it's like, and it just like disappears? Has a frame of Mario. I don't know.
Turns into one of the chickens and Ratchet and Clank 1.
Yeah. Which means the graphics got a little better.
This is now a review of Ratchet and Clank 1.
Ratchet and Clank. You know what's kind of funny about that game is that the reason they don't have like a proper lock-on system to lock on the enemies and stuff is because they realized too late into development to add one.
Not just lock on strafing.
Well, you know, yeah, strafing, but you know, lock on strafing and stuff. Whatever. And then it pretty much became the thing to have in the future. Well, the third-person shooters in general.
What's left?
Oh, I'm just trying to get the skill point. It starts over one. It started over one. That is kind of like the way the skill point comes up. It's like,
Hey!
Like some of those like loud sounds they have. Loud Howard.
Loud Howard!
I heard a rumor.
The Dilbert cartoon was a blessing.
Yeah, Dilbert was really funny.
I mean the comics, but like the actual TV show.
Well, you know, that's what I mean, the Dilbert cartoon.
Golly, they were so funny. They're so accurate.
So basically, here you go. Now you can get everything here. There's no characters this time to have to worry about playing through.
It's really hot in this room.
Yeah, it's getting hot here. See, that's one thing though that 2 also had that was neat.
What, the song that's getting hot in here?
Intro, yes, but also intro and outro cutscenes for each level.
Yeah, it gave a lot of character to each level.
Yeah.
And a more fire backstory than just about any of the crap you see today.
Yeah.
Not really, of course. Some games have a great, really well-made story. The gameplay just might suck so bad I won't play it.
That's kind of how I feel about, almost feel about, The Wolf Among Us. You missed some gems there in the lower parts. I think. I could be wrong. Ow. Yeah, there's nothing there, okay. Well, you missed a gem. Again. But yeah, the wolf among us. Among us.
The wolf amongst those of us. Who stood have thought?
Anyway, the story really intrigued me in that game.
Intriguing.
So that's why I played through it. It's because I played through it like 2 or 3 times already. Because it is interesting, but I feel like okay, when those games get like high praises for like everything, and I'm just like, did you see these garbage graphics and the way they move? Have you not seen that? Oh yeah, you forgot some gems down there.
Just like the people that praise the Telltale Walking Dead game, that game looks like a monstrous atrocity given to mankind as a result of sin entering the world.
And also, it's not very good.
That's what I would call a baffling travesty of graphics.
Yeah. And
So,
people say, well, the cell shading makes it age better. It looks aged right out of the box. Well, mostly in those games' cases, right out of the release.
you know, I was looking around at some Super Nintendo games that use the FX chip.
Yeah.
I didn't realize how many SNES games actually achieved a basic level of 3D, and not fake 3D, real polygons.
Yeah, oh, I know.
Like, it's a 16-bit cartridge. How the frick did they do that? That's amazing. Looking back.
Yeah.
Like, so I'm finally playing Mega Man X2 and 3 legitimately instead of just, you know, putting in a code to have everything unlocked and then just going to beat the final boss. Like I did on the X Collection.
Yeah, not Legacy.
Yeah, original X Collection on PS2.
Where it has okay, so for some reason the original X Collection improved some of those games where like the first game had some lag here and there. They fixed that in the X Collection. The X Legacy Collection, they just kept it there.
That's too, yeah, it messed me up trying to get the Hadouken move in X1.
Yeah.
This is now a review of Mega Man X1.
Yes.
Like, yeah, it's really, and even in X2 I'm having some lag issues, and it's like, come on, man, you could have patched this up somehow. Use magic. I mean, I'm really liking X2. It's harder. It's definitely more difficult than X1 was.
Yeah. Yeah, see, here's the thing. Even on rookie mode, X3, I was still not I got to the final boss, got to the final form, and like, I think there was something after that, and I still lost all my lives and I had to start the battle all over, and I was like, nope. So technically, I still have yet to finish X3.
X3 wasn't that bad.
It was that bad.
Honestly, in my opinion, the hardest is Mega Man X7 because it's not well made.
Well, yeah, I mean, that one's the hardest simply because, well, like you just said, it's not well made. I did beat it, but, you know, I didn't fully enjoy myself. Here's the thing, though. You should never really just go through and play all of the Mega Man games in a row like that.
I'm doing that. I've already finished Mega Man X1.
Well, what I'm saying is, like, you can get pretty tired of those. Like, you gotta take breaks here and there, you know?
Not me. What the heck was that noise? Woo!
Like, after you... I think there's some of those we don't know because we're usually beating them so well, but because you suck, then you...
Problem is, I'm like that guy from Dilbert, where it's just, I can't get myself to actually care. Like the guy used to be a programmer and wrote a bunch of COBOL code into the central mainframe of the company. So like, Y2K was coming and he just couldn't get himself to care enough to actually fix it. So they did something to put him in a trance. And then the main console to the mainframe broke, so they weren't sure if the Y2K bug was going to be fixed until that night. That was a wild episode.
I still need to watch through the whole series. I've seen the first few episodes. I remember randomly seeing it on TV one time. That's how I even knew it existed. And then we saw it on the whole series on DVD for like, what, $5 or $10 or something?
Didn't cost much.
Yeah, it didn't cost much. I still have it, actually, though. I still have it on DVD. So I think you gotta talk to the one there.
Yeah, I don't give a frick.
But that's what activates the...
Yeah, I still don't give a frick.
But that's what keeps your life support on.
I still don't give a...
Yeah.
The African American heart monitor. It has two settings: very black and Bill Cosby. Yeah. Oh, he did.
Yeah.
But Zippy the Zubba the Zubba over the ghost dad.
In the Reignite trilogy, I'm pretty sure it's the one who talks for Tails, or at least one of them is the one who talks for Tails, and like the current voice of Tails, Sonic. But yeah, the Sonic reference they make in this game that I mentioned earlier. If you say no to Moneybags in the Magician level, like the Crystal Magician level, he says, "Yeah, those are back." In the the Crystal Magician level, it's he says if you say no to him to paying for the bridge, he's like, "Be careful, Spyro. Something about magic. I might turn you into a blue hedgehog or something." Which I don't know if we ever heard that as kids. We usually just kind of the voices and stuff were usually just background noises for us. You know, we were just like. The mouth.
Oh, we had one of those TVs that had like one speaker.
Well, that wasn't the problem. We just didn't pay attention that much.
We just didn't pay attention to the audio.
Yeah.
Screw you, Brian. Brian is supposed to be spelled with an I, not a Y.
Brian.
This message is no offense to those who have the name Brian, spelled with a Y instead of an I.
If you're named that, you're immortal.
Immortal?
Why so lonely, cutie? Came here to fart.
What?
This picture here.
Oh my gosh.